Morning again. Well, we're pretty much all done with second cutting except half of one field that we let go long for retail hay. So we've been doing some cleanup around here, and today we're tackling what you can see behind me for the most part, and I'm just waiting for Adolfo to get here and then we'll get going. So right over here we have a shipping crate, but it doesn't have any of the good shipping crate qualities. It's got a 360 gas in it or something, but it ain't working. So there was no, I'll just show you. There's no dipstick, and the dipstick that was there didn't really have much of a seal on her. So it has sand down in there. You can see all the rest of the sand is all in and around everything there. So I went to drop the oil, and I was gonna put some gas down the oil fills to get most of the sand out. Ugh. But then when I dropped the oil, I found something that wasn't oil. So there's definitely something more wrong with this engine than we're willing to deal with right now. So we're gonna tow it out of here. It's our well rig. This engine works fine. It's just the moving it around part that doesn't exactly work. And yeah, so we're gonna drag this sucker out here as soon as Adolfo gets here, and we'll find its new, for now, home, which is not right here in the middle of everything. All right, so we got Dink over here in the we got Dink over here in the forklift, and tasty. Oh, there's some weight reduction. Oh, this is disgusting. It stinks. That really stinks. Bad. Turd, bitch. Alright, so now we're at least going in the forward direction here, and let's see if we can brake here. I gotta turn real sharp like. This steering wheel is just minty. This thing definitely is a shipping crate. Look at the Dodge wiring. Just minty. That's why I never see anybody jump starting things with Dodges, because you'll give them secondhand electrical problems. Glad that's done. Pick it back. The dually? Yeah, he's supposed to be here at some point though. Did he find the fish crack? I don't know. Alright, so we have sort of a game plan here. Is I'm gonna get in the big flatbed, and we need to jump start the service truck because it's dead for some reason. And then we're gonna take it over. We got a scrap metal bin to put on this truck, and we have more scrap metal in the front of the shop that we need to address and put it on here. So that's what we're gonna do. Cat power. Luckily this thing's got jumper cables on it. Makes our life a lot easier. It needs a minute. We'll let it set for a minute while we load the toad on here. Alright, let's see if we can screw something up here. So I got that tote on there. It seems to weigh quite a bit actually. They put it down on the overloads. Let's see if this thing will start now. I had the other truck on high idle. That one's got a button, you don't even have to use a stick. Undo the jumpers and just let this one sit here for a little bit. We're gonna let it build up air and then idle a little longer after that. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take watch your step, folks. Happens to everyone. I'm gonna take this and pull it around in front of the shop there. This thing's mint. You don't even have to like just put it first. Ease off the clutch. You're golden. You hardly don't even need first though. It's kind of pointless unless you're loaded. If you're loaded, then it helps, but I'm actually really impressed. That tote weighs enough. It put this thing on the overloads. This is a big old 6,500 truck. So I'll park this over in front of the shop so we can put whatever other scrap metal we find. And yeah, get to cleaning. Alrighty, so now that it's all hot out, we got quite a bit of progress done with that. But now that it's all hot out, I'm gonna fill up this swather with the good stuff and we're gonna get started cutting because there's rain in the forecast and today's about the last day before it gets really bad weather. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it today and take a chance. So what we gotta do is we gotta clean out all these little filters on this system here. We do that, I gotta take there's little filters in these nozzles. Tastiness. There's one on the other side, but think what I'm gonna do the good old snap trick to get the other one out. It saves a lot of time. I need to do that more. It saves a lot of time that way. Alrighty, so we're all dining geared up and nozzles are cleaned, filters are cleaned. We're gonna get going. Alrighty, so got the hedgerows cut and got a whole span cut except one pass, but then we went in for lunch. GPS is working, thankfully. This swather tends to not like using the GPS. And it's windy, it's hot, so I get to be in a nice air conditioning cab. Aha, GPS is still on. Good. Let's get the AC going in here and get going. I don't think you need to see it. It's the same old thing we're always doing, so catch you when I'm done, I guess. Well, got that done. Took only a couple hours. Wasn't that much to cut. It's right on time. Thunderstorms coming in. It's almost perfectly right after we're done cutting. So we put extra dining gear on, make sure we got the best bet at keeping the rain damage away, but you can only do so much. Okay, so it's another morning now, and since it's cool again, we're gonna do more cleanup, but that's boring, so you don't need to see that. So I'll catch you when it gets hotter and I decide to do something else. So we're done cleaning for today. Adolfo had to leave and it's hot, so now what I'm gonna do is there's a couple hay bundles left out in our back field out here that are gonna get wet if we leave them out there because the pivot's going. So I'm gonna get in the telehandler and get the bale grapple and go ahead and head out there, and Grant's gonna meet me out there with the flatbed so we can put them on the flatbed because they're not great bundles. They're a little loose, so let's get to it. This hay was just scraps that we came and picked up because the little baler is the only tractor that's working right now. The other two have problems. They're not the same problem, different problems, but they're down for the count right now. So now, while there's nothing to do really, I am gonna start on my new designated project. I got some fresh arc makers right there, and I got an N95 mask and a semi truck that's full of rat shit, I guess. So I got the vacuum on the welding trailer and the welder. There's an extension cord somewhere over there as well. I'm gonna go ahead and get to cleaning. You better start. Like a treat. That is why I'm wearing a mask. This is nasty in here. Let's get started. Well, there's literally like no metal that this thing will stick to in there, so maybe I'll try a snap, see if that'll work. Well, it's better. We got a lot of work to do still, but that's better. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a day, and I think I'm gonna call that the end of the video too. But first I'll show you what I got going on in here. So, as you can see, it's still pretty tasty, especially back in there. So, yeah, the rats got into this, and they ate of all the things they could have ate, they ate the line going to the oil crusher gauge. So it couldn't move. So it just sat. And now I'm cleaning it, and we're gonna fix the line. And hopefully nothing else has been eaten, because they started it and it ran, but it just leaked oil. So that should not be there. That would cause an issue. But anyways, yeah, I got it sort of cleaned out over there. I have yet to even venture back in the sleeper. But I'm gonna leave that for when there's a couple people and we're just gonna pick up that whole mattress and just to the dump. So I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment if you want. It means a lot. And thanks for sticking with me for the past let me get this stupid mask off. Maybe. Thanks for sticking with me for the past year. It means a lot that you guys stuck around for me to come around. So thanks again, and hope you enjoyed. See you later. Ha! Look at me. I'm a liberal. No one around, but I'm wearing a mask. Stay safe.